What's up, everyone, or afternoon, evening, wherever you're at? Give us a big wave. Throw a five in the comments if you are not on video. We have a topic today. Welcome to what we call our academy. Academies are topical trainings. We're able to really do a little bit more deep dive throughout the hustle of the week. And today we are definitely going to talk about the topic of what Ultimate is and why that matters. There's a big promotion in North America specifically right now to level up, where you can get more trip credits. Talking about trips, man, we all want to travel, and also to be able to earn a free PXP ticket to Dallas. Absolutely. Who here is coming to Dallas with us, by the way? Yeah, like let us know in the chats or give me a wave. Like it's coming around the corner, September 11th to 14th. It is the biggest party on the planet. It is the biggest event. It is the place that you have to be at if you want to be a part of this multi-billion-dollar rise that we call Partner Co. So yeah, definitely grab that ticket. And remember, right now until the end of April, if you're in North America, April 30th, if you go Ultimate, you're not at Ultimate, you get a free PXP ticket. And if you also help sponsor 3 people that go Ultimate, you also get, as a sponsor, a free PXP ticket as well, too. So there's going to be tickets everywhere. Like, I really feel like Partner Co., John and Darren, our owners, are probably feeling like Oprah. And like, you get a ticket, and you get a ticket, you get, like, it's really cool what's going to happen. But today also, we want to talk about and address a very important thing in our profession, which is the sudden news of a big company called Modere, which is a network marketing giant, been around for 23 years, suddenly closing its doors yesterday, actually. I just realized I made a reel today and I got the wrong date, but it's okay. Who's counting, you know? So we want to talk about these. So my question to you is, we'll cover both. What should we cover first? Ultimate or Modere? One for Ultimate, two for Modere. Which one would you want to talk about more? Okay. It sounds like it's Modere first, for sure. Okay. And if you're new, what a great one to come on board. All right. So we'll address this first. Okay. Let me pull this up. So network marketing is a fascinating landscape. Yeah, your feed is loaded with it. Absolutely. It's like it's a whole life. Like, network marketing is not just a business. Who here got started because you were just you wanted to try the product, right? You're like, oh, there's a cool product. And then maybe some of us got started because you just wanted a discount. So you partner with the company, I might as well save some money. And the next thing you know, you come to a call and you're like, all right, the people are kind of cool. Next thing you know, you might find yourself in an event. Maybe you went to a Connect event. By the way, in an hour after this, Canada is doing a Connect event in end of May, which is essentially the launch of Canada. We're going to stay on this link. So if you have a ticket there, if you're excited about Canada, at the top of the hour, we're going to do a Canada call to talk about how to take advantage of the launch of Canada for Partner Co. So maybe you went to an event. Nikita said you were given the product and accidentally became a sharing queen, not knowing what was possible, right? So yeah, we get involved in this network marketing thing. No one that I know of grew up thinking I am going to be a professional network marketer. Was that on anyone's career day growing up? You know, it's not like I want to be a firefighter, an astronaut, or a police officer, just an NFL player. No, no one really wants to be a network marketer. In fact, I think for many of us are like, ew, network marketing at first. For me, I was like that. And then you start to understand what network marketing is. You understand the genius of the business model. Just think about, what is network marketing actually? People who here's ever been asked, is that a pyramid thing? That one of those things? Networking things? Is that Amway? Is that Avon? Is that blah, 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 right? When you get questions like these, you just have to understand, like, what is network marketing actually? Okay. What is it not? It's not a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is illegal. A pyramid scheme is money exchanging hands with no legitimate product or service. Okay. But what is network marketing? Network marketing is simply a distribution model. That's all it is. It's a way that you get products sold to the end consumer. So we have an amazing product like our drops. The company Partner Co makes them just like any other company would. But instead of hiring traditional sales staff, or instead of putting them into retail or Walmart or these, What they do is sales and marketing is put into a distribution model called network marketing or multi-level marketing. And it allows us an opportunity to partner with the company, much like McDonald's franchises their hamburgers and their business, allows us to actually partner, build a business where we have all the benefits of a business owner, freedom, ownership, protection, without any of the negative parts of it. Like, who here does not like to know about legal stuff? Like, you don't want to draft contracts, or you don't want to find distribution centers, or you don't want to hold hundreds of thousands of dollars of inventory, or you don't want to be stuck in a store somewhere, right? Or you don't want to deal with customer service and returns, like all these things. How about making the product? Is anyone here as smart as the manufacturers and partner code to make a patented, amazing product like our drops and noni and all these things, right? So the company does all that stuff, shipping, right? And all we get to do is the fun part. We get to use and share the product in many different ways. Primarily for us, we start online. You can do it offline. There's so many different ways to do it. But not only that, and when you share the product, you make money. But not only do you make money, you also keep the customer. Here's the key thing, right? In network marketing, when you get a customer once, Saturdays are fun because when subscriptions run in Partner Co. Who here already made money today because you had customers that bought again, right? Give me a wave or put a me in the comments. Even if it's one customer that bought again, guess what? That's called residual recurring passive income. And that is called freedom. It doesn't matter if you make millions of dollars in any other job. If you can't not work and get paid, you are enslaved to the work. And what we love here is we get freedom. So congratulations to everyone that is here for that. One last part is not only do you get to sell and keep the customer for life. Literally, I have customers that have been with me for over 10 years. They're still buying every single month. But you also can empower others and partner with others, not hire them. You partner with them. You give them the same opportunity that you have as well too, so they can sell the product, they can make money. But when they sell the product, guess what? You make a little override on that as well too. You're now duplicating your efforts. You're now leveraging your efforts. And this is what Tim Sales, or master distributor, calls not just recurring income, but exponential recurring income. And all of a sudden, you have 10 people in your team selling 10 products. That's 100 products. And then you have 100 people in your team selling 10 products. That's 1,000 products. And then you have 1,000 and 10,000 and 100,000 and millions. There are people in network marketing that have organizations with millions of people in their organization, called the downline. Can you imagine you had 1 million people in your team eventually, and they all sold just one product? That's 1 million. For what? What's the cost of our business, by the way? How much does it cost to get started in our business? Like a $30 membership. And maximum, if you look at it as a business investment, there is something called Ultimate, which is very important. And even if you were the type that said, you know what, I'm going to buy Ultimate. And what you buy is just products to use, right? Like, who here would use the products regardless if you get paid or not? So we get to consume the products at a wholesale price. So if you buy in United States around $2,500 worth of product that you and your family can use, or some of us like to buy in bulk and you can sell, you can buy 30 drops and resell them and you can double your money, like however you want to do it. For $2,500 US, you have a multi-million-dollar enterprise with all the benefits and none of the negative sides of it. If you don't get sued, for example, the company deals with that. We don't deal with that. You can have a vacation, you can travel, you can be with your kids. So think about it. For a business that costs $2,500 maximum, who here believes that is an insanely good deal? Like, that's amazing. That's why, by the way, Ultimate does matter.
$30,000.
Oh,
Where'd you hear that? Oh,
some unmuted people. All good. But yeah, so that's a huge, huge deal. It's a major, major deal. That's why if you're not Ultimate and you're looking at this to make money, why go Ultimate? Because you can max out. I'll cover more about Ultimate later. But on that note, I bring this up because while it's beautiful, it could also not be beautiful. While it's amazing, it can also not be amazing. Marriage is amazing. Divorce is sad. Right? Friends are amazing. Broken relationships are sad. So with anything amazing, there's also sad parts of it. And unfortunately, in network marketing, and is it a big thing? Did you know that every single year, over $300 billion is sold through this distribution model? And there's over 10,000 companies in network marketing selling all different types of things. And I think the stat was every day there's 3 new companies, 3 new network marketing companies that are started. But who here knows that not every company is made the same as well too? Here's the big key in network marketing, though. We have all these cool benefits, but that's why it's so important to pick the right partner. Because I hope this doesn't trigger any trauma. Who here's ever been in a romantic relationship that was not the most positive, right? It was just like, oh, like, if you pick the wrong person, it's like, it's really tough, right? Like, it's really, really hard. So you have to pick right. And in network marketing, just count it a huge blessing that you are in Partner Co, because there truly aren't many companies that are much better. Okay. So what happened with Modere? Modere is a company that I think actually with Partner Co is very much so very similar. The company, and there's millions of people that are involved, customers, partners. In fact, who here yourself was ever involved in Modere in any capacity? Customer, partner, anyone? Yeah, Jan forwarded me an email from them. Tammy was, Kathy was, Ann was, right? Teresa was. It's a major company. Okay, Modere was a company that's been around for over 23 years. They actually started as a company called New Ways back in the day. And then around 10 years ago, they pivoted, much like Partner Co, actually. I feel like our paths are very similar because if you know Partner Co's background, we had other companies and other entities, but it wasn't Partner Co. But they pivoted and rebranded and shifted, and they became the pioneer in the social selling space. They really pioneered the concept of social retail. They pioneered the concept of, hey, get a customer, make a retail profit. They were very big on social selling and social media. And that company blew up and it did amazing things. And for the last 10 plus years, they've been one of the leaders in our space. I have many friends. Some of you have friends involved in those companies as well, too. Me and Becky were just in dinner with John Melton and Tony Zalecki, some of the top people there just a month or two ago. And we're like, hey, things are amazing. And then it wasn't. So imagine yesterday, you're expecting to get your paycheck. And before your paychecks get deposited, all of a sudden you get an email saying, hey, we love you. Thanks for your service in 23 years. We're shutting our doors. No warning. No one knew. Complete surprise. And now all of a sudden, I just think about all the people that are depending on you, your dreams, your aspirations. Like, how do you, not even a 2-week notice, right? Like, it's just, wow. And to make matters worse, Modere, they've been through every company is going to go through their stuff, right? Modere had a very big challenge the last couple of years, and the leaders that stayed, they fought tooth and nail for the company. And yet at the end, the company still failed them. And that bears the question, they did not get paid. That bears the question, like, why did this happen? What does this mean for us? What does this mean for you? How do you navigate in such a situation? Will this happen to us? Are these things, all types of different questions happen. And there's very strong reasons why Partner Co is so powerful. Okay. So here's a couple of notes if you're jotting down any notes. Okay. Why did this happen? To put it simply, Modere was owned by a company. Modere was owned by a private equity company. Okay. So basically, they have a party that is invested and their goal is to just make money. All right. And when they're only looking at the bottom line, and this is just conjecture, but just kind of understanding a little bit about the background, you just simply look at what are the decisions that are going to make the company more money. Unfortunately, and many times in network marketing, if you think about it, we have a big benefit because as partners, we can get paid really, really well, right? Like, and in fact, what's the goal? The goal is that you build your business so you don't have to work it as much anymore. Who here would love to get paid recurring income for the rest of your life, and your children's children are still getting paid? Okay. So if you think about it, that's great for us. But also, if you think about it from the company's perspective, if you're paying someone $1 million a year for 50 years and they're not even producing more, technically they're almost a liability. Can you guys see that perspective? It's like, I'm paying this person. Why am I paying this? They're not even bringing new business. They're just, sipping on pina coladas in Tahiti, right? So why would I want to continue to reward them? So unfortunately, with many companies in network marketing, and you've seen this now this year multiple times, unfortunately, because especially post-COVID, all businesses were impacted and, they have to figure out business decisions. Rodan and Fields, another major company, decided to completely cut the multi-level marketing channel and went completely affiliate. Other companies like Beauty Counter did that. Like, there's so many companies that are doing this now and will continue to. Why? Because at the end of the day, if you don't have the proper protections in place, the field many times can look like a liability to the company. Okay. What makes this different though in Partner Co? We have an ownership that is private. John Wadsworth and Darren Zobrist are our owners here. We have a company that's debt-free. We have a company that is committed to the field. We have a company that the owners don't need to make more money. Like, Darren Zobrist makes lots of money. He is multi retired. John Wadsworth is very much so wealthy. We've been to their homes. They're super humble about it, but they don't need the money. They love what they do. Remember, John Wadsworth was a top money earner in Marinda Noni for almost 30 years. So he just loves the field. He loves what he does. I talked to John this morning. Darren Zobrist doesn't need to do this for the money. They're doing this because they love what they do and they love us. That's why they called it Partner Co. But not only is it that they talk it, because who here can agree talk is cheap, right? It's like, yeah, you can say whatever that you want, but how do we know that it's actually different? Well, what makes Partner Co different is we also have a Bill of Rights. Okay. And what is the Bill of Rights? You can Google this. It's all over the place. I'll drop it in here as well too. The Bill of Rights is something that each of us, when we partner with this company, gives us a series of protections to ensure that we can be protected on things like an ability to have true ownership, an ability to review comp plan changes, an ability to have their loyalty, an ability to make sure that the products are actually high quality. This is rep rights, partner rights that we actually have and the company actually adheres to. Okay. For example, the company, the biggest one in this scenario, cannot just make a decision to change the compensation plan without acceptance in the field. They can't just be like, we just feel this way a certain way, and then we're just going to change things on you. The company has to adhere to what they originally promised. So they put it in writing, and we've all agreed upon it, which most companies do not have. This is huge. By the way, these are notes to have. If you've ever want to recruit another top leader, Bill of Rights is huge. Because most other companies in their fine print will basically say this, Danielle. They say, Danielle, we love you. You're a partner. But just by the way, if, we basically own you and your business. At any point in time, we could do whatever that we want to you. So just, we love you though. But in fine print, it's like getting a prenup there, right? It's like, in case something happens, we have the right to do whatever that we want. Partner Co can't do that to us. They can't just make a change. It has to go through many different processes, and not just through corporate, but also through the field itself as well too. Okay. So Bill of Rights is important. Ownership is super important, right? That's why we're not publicly traded. People ask, will you be publicly traded? No, we don't want to be publicly traded. Why do we want to be public? What does publicly traded even mean? It means that you have investors that don't care about what we do. They just want to make sure that the company can make more money. And many times, if the company makes more money, that if you look at someone making $1 million a year that's not producing more revenue for the company, like us in the field, they would probably be like, we should probably get rid of them because that's a liability to the company. Does that make sense? Like, so like publicly traded sounds sexy, but it really, you only need to be publicly traded if you don't have money. We have money as a company. PartnerCo is very solid financial. Remember, within 2 years, this company is debt free. Find any business that's debt free within a couple of years. They're super wise with how they actually build out this business. So we don't need anyone's money. We're keeping it all in house. That allows us to have protections and everything. Okay. If you're still with me, put a 1 in the comments below. Like, super key, super important. So at the end of the day, as amazing as a company as Modere was, and many companies are, that's why if you have a choice, I would want, and I've been in those positions, by the way. We've been in part of a publicly traded company that went bankrupt. We've been a part of other companies, and many of you have as well too, that had money in other people's hands that were not in our own hands. I've been in companies where they didn't have a Bill of Rights in place and things were happening where it was not good for us and our people. That's why I'm so grateful for what PartnerCo has here. Because what's the point of building a massive business if 10 years from now you can't be confident it's going to be there anymore? All right. So if you have a choice of picking a company, pick one where you could be insured by the longevity of the company, that the protections are always there, that it's privately held, that it has a Bill of Rights, that they actually put into writing the things that they care about you and your people. Okay. So unfortunately, that's what happened with Modere. And I will tell you this, you're going to see other companies, especially if Modere does this, what this will probably do. I'm going to give some guesses on what's going to happen in the future. There's other companies that were scared to make a move because they're scared of judgment and what it's going to do. But now that they see a giant company like Modere do this, they will be like, maybe we can do this too. So I believe that there will be many other companies still making similar types of moves. And it's really sad. It's really devastating, but it's just the reality because of how things have been structured. And to what Tammy said, absolutely. Where does that put us? Well, that gives us a time to shine. Okay. And I made a post into the groups yesterday because it's super important how we play this as well. Here's what not to do. What not to do is to prey on people. It's been like really icky. I've seen others and they make these posts and they're like, sorry for Modere. By the way, we have a great company. Come join me. Like, that type of a thing. And it's like it's like, that's like, right. That's like, ugh. It's like, ew. It's like, yeah, pray for them, not pray on them. Absolutely. The best way in these situations is to weep with those that weep, to pray for them. Absolutely. But to continue to do what we're doing stronger. That's the best thing. Right? In fact, but let's also be honest though too. Who here would love it if a multi-million-dollar network marketing leader that had a big old team that needed a home would join your business, right? There's nothing wrong with having that want and that desire, right? Put me in the comments. You're like, yeah, for sure. It'd be the most amazing thing, right? Of course. How does that happen though? The way it happens is actually the recruiting opportunity came a year ago. That's the reality. Because if you want to recruit a top leader, who they're going to go for is someone they've seen consistent. They're going to go for someone that they've seen are showing up. They're going to go for someone that they've seen is doing the do for a long period of time. because you want to leave something to go somewhere else where the foundation is not clear. We already know Partner Co. is like the place to be. Okay. It's amazing. But the question is, how do we make sure they come to you? Right? We all wanted them to come to you. Well, the recruiting process was this last year. People are watching. What's great is we're in a company that is number one in momentum in throughout our field. Like this is one of the few companies in the world that's actually growing like crazy. Did you guys know, by the way, we heard this, that 100,000 new brand partners joined PartnerCo last year alone? 100,000 new partners. In a time when most companies are going down, PartnerCo is massively going up, okay, in all the markets around the world. So they're absolutely watching, but they have to join someone. And the question is, why would they join me? How would they join me? Well, I would want to exemplify an example where it's like, that's the type of person I would want to join. All right. So what do? You continue to do our daily do. You continue to go through our launch. You continue to go make your 2 posts a day. You continue to do and drive towards Punta Cana and all the trips and all the promotions. You continue to celebrate your people. You continue to do the right things, right? And you're just who you are. And when these things happen, unfortunate situations happen, be the type of person where, imagine you're in Modere and you do have to find a place to be. I want to be the type of person where the first person they think about is, who can I go to? I know PartnerCo can be a company, but I want to go to you because I trust you. I've seen what you've done. I see who you are. I see the consistency. I see the tenacity. I see the growth, right? And it doesn't mean you have to be the top money earner, by the way, at all. Many people are going to be attracted to different types of people. People are going to be attracted to people that they know, like, trust. People are going to be attracted to people that they vibe with. People are going to be attracted to those that they see are doing the do. Okay. In fact, many times they might not even go for the top money earner because they're like, I don't know if I'm going to give it the time of day. They're going to go for the people that they're going to bet, hey, you give it a year or 5 years, they're going to be a top money earner in PartnerCo. Who here is ready to receive that, by the way, that you too will be a top money earner in this company? Okay. It's a decision, it's a commitment, it's a mindset, it's an attitude. And they will join you because that's a good time to be at. Because, hey, if I'm brand new and I know I'm going to make $1 million in 5 years from now, you know what that means? I have to help a lot of people make a lot of money in the way. So I don't want to join that person. I don't want to join the person that's up on an ivory tower that's in a retirement mode. I want to join someone that's in the game, right? That I can trust will be there 5 years from now. So that's why it's extra important that we just show up louder, that we are more consistent, that we're able to just continue to do what we know we're supposed to do, but even more. Here's another note too. Maybe it's just me, but when something like this happens, it gets me fired up even more to expand our movement. Because, and it kind of checks me. Who here's ever been scared to talk to a prospect because of fear of judgment? You're like, I don't know, they're going to think I'm just trying to recruit them or sell them or whatever. You know what I realize is this is if I'm not loud in a positive way, then the loudest voice, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, is a saying. There are other companies. Can you imagine? I could have had the opportunity to connect with someone that joined Modere in the last year if we had a crystal ball. And what if just because I wasn't loud enough and bold enough and courageous enough, because I did not speak up, that they ended up joining Modere? And now they're in a devastating situation where their family is in jeopardy. I'm actually, I almost feel a little guilty because I didn't do what I was supposed to do because I was scared of being judged more than actually speaking truth into somebody. That's hindsight. So in the future, I think to myself, well, I need to be louder and bolder and prouder, and not in an annoying way. But when the opportunity comes, I need to make sure that I speak truth. In a sense, I almost feel like we're saving people from negative experiences because I don't know what other companies are going to do, but I do know what ours is going to do. So I know for me, I need to be bolder. I need to be louder. I need to be more aggressive in a loving way. I need to be more urgent. I need to know that things are happening right now. You know what would be the worst thing to happen to you? This is what's going to happen to some people, Modere, is that they will jump to something else. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to pick wrong because someone else was louder. And then that company is going to go out of business, or they're going to have drama over there. And then they're going to be the same thing. Who here, by the way, has had to go through multiple companies to finally find yourself here? Right? Multiple companies, multiple teams. Like, yeah, that's one of the most painful things. No one wants to rebuild, let alone rebuild multiple times. So if we can save people the struggle and the time and the energy, it's scary enough to launch a business once. Imagine launching 5 times in a row, and now your reputation's on the line. Now you feel like no one can trust your word. Now you feel like, man, can I really do this one more time? That's devastating. That's painful. Imagine telling your family the 5th time again, I picked the right one. Really, this time? Like, let's just save that feeling from other people. We know that this is home. We know that people are safe here. We know that people have the opportunity. So if you have this type of mind state, then what do you actually do? You're doing your due. You're moving forward. You are like Danielle Singh, getting a $10,000 savings bonus, celebrating your team, helping people do amazing things. You're like a Pam Middleton, who this morning is talking about situations in her business and she's worrying about her people getting promoted. You know, you're like Adela Sanchez that's going to all these events. She's putting herself out there. She's like putting tons of love in her team. You're like so many people in our team, right? You're doing those due. Then there will be opportunities. Let's say you get in a conversation now. My wife had this yesterday. She was just loving. Did not know this person was involved in Modere. And then my wife's just being normal, right? She's just, empathizing. She's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. And this other person's like, actually, I'm in Modere. Really? Oh my gosh, what are you going to do next? Right? You get into these genuine, authentic conversations. Who Modere people would want to join right now are the ones that are not pitching them and sliding into nothing wrong about if people asked, because some people, they're asking, hey, send me information. Great, right? But like unsolicited stuff, hey, come join my thing, they're not going to join that person, but they'll be more apt to align and at least hear out the person that is genuinely loving on other people, right? That is just like, man, I'm so sorry to hear what's going on. So for me, I take recruiting out of my mindset. Okay. If I'm talking to someone in Modere, recruiting is, as much as I would love to, for sure, I take it out of my subconscious and I just want to love them as a friend. And as you do that, what can happen is they'll feel safe. And then they'll ask you the question. So what company are you in? So what makes this different? Right? So with that, it is so key. Like those opportunities, they'll only share those things if you play things a certain way. It'd be classy. And at that time, if they ask and there's opportunities, then you're like, well, let me share with you what's happening. Okay. Let me share with you what's happening. And I talked to them about our owners. I talked to them about our Bill of Rights. By the way, if you have any leaders that you do talk to, pull in somebody, right? Don't feel like you have to do it alone. We have many amazing leaders here that can help navigate these conversations, but find somebody that understands why PartnerCo is really different. We have systems, we have products, we have all these different things. And also PartnerCo themselves as a company, they have ways to be able to navigate this as well too. Okay. So we'll all partner up together and you two could be that person to connect. Let me share a quick story, right? You're like, man, can I really get someone like that into my team? Well, I remember there was a state senator back in the company before PartnerCo with the drops. And this person, she was state senator of Chicago, Illinois. So very influential, made millions of dollars, was with another company, won the Bentley, did a lot of cool things, super influential. Company went through some disturbances. She's like, if she was in Partner Co, she would be like a chairperson plus. So imagine it's like you're talking to me in another company, right? The person that prospected her was a director. So pretty new, didn't make crazy money, maybe made $1,000 a month, but happened to be in conversation. Followed these steps, and eventually shared the value of what made this company way different. Guess what? The director recruited the chairperson, and then boom, huge old leg just blew up. So anybody could be that connector because remember, we're the messenger, right? You're the messenger. As long as you understand that, and then you love people and you treat them well, and then there's the opportunities, then they may have those conversations with you. Okay. So that's what I'd encourage right now. And just keep on watching out there. And don't worry. Yes, Modere right now, like people need to make a decision right now. Remember, there's millions of people impacted, and there's gonna be many different types of people doing their different things. They're all going to find the right places. So in the next weeks, they're looking, right? That's the reality of what's going on now. I think most people won't make a dramatic decision instantly. I think they're going to be a little wise and probably shop around and ask some questions. Because if you just had a big old business, you're not just going to want to hop to something else with no research. So in that meanwhile, just be the type of person that Partner Co really is like. This is the whole Partner Co culture, and love on people, but use this opportunity and be louder in your business in a classy way. Keep on doing the do. If you feel like you've been not locked in, you have been engaged, I'd be extra engaged right now. Right? I'd be applying the systems. I'd be driving towards the things. I'd be going to PXP, right? They'd want to join the person that's actually going to the convention, right? They want to join the person that's actually in the culture. They want to join the person that's actually like doing the do. If they're going to choose. So do all the things that are in your controllable, and God will figure out the rest of everything that there is. Does this make sense, everybody? And it's kind of a heavy, deeper topic, but whether it's for right now or for the future, these things will happen. I've had leaders join here and choose to join because of these exact things, right? The Harpers not long ago, unfortunately, went through a very similar situation. And then they took a look at Partner Co. And they had to find a place for their home. They were researching for months, researched hundreds of companies, found Partner Co to be the one. And then they were looking for systems and organizations to join. And then they chose here. And what an honor to partner with them. And now we're doing all types of amazing things together, right? That will happen to you too. Okay, cool. So where's a first place then to, yeah, absolutely, Charmaine, don't look like other spammy people. So the first thing to do to make sure that you look like you're somebody that's really, really playing the part is this business, you want to go for the people that are invested. You would want to partner with the people that are all in. Okay. When I say all in, I'm not saying quit your job or, like you have to devote your life to this, but it's an all in mentality. It's an all in mindset. And that's really the big key. So to do that, what is one thing that the people that are all in do? Well, can you imagine how weird would it be if you went up to me and let's say Shalia was talking to me and she was vetting me out? How serious is James about this? And you're aware that there are these business levels. There's member, 200 points, business, 500 points, elite, 1,000 points, and then ultimate, 1,500 points. And you ask me, what pack are you at? What level are you at? Can you imagine? I'm like, Shalia, I'm proudly at an activated level. What did you think? Why isn't he an ultimate? Like, if you're really serious, if you know you're going to make lots of money here, do a lot of things, why aren't you there? Are you scared you can't make money? Or is that like, right? Like it's like, it kind of comes with it. It's like, it's just what you would probably do. There is no 6-figure plus earner in Partner Co that is not at ultimate. All right. So ultimate, I believe is, of course, there's benefits to it. I'll share with you a video, and so we can learn a little bit about this too. But it's more of a mindset, I would say. Okay. So let me play this quick video. I'll drop this in the chat with you guys as well too. Some of you might have seen this, but I'd encourage to look at it again. But let's watch like what is Ultimate exactly and why is it important? And let me see if this plays right here. Okay. Okay, let's go. Hey there, in this video, I'm going to share with you the one most important goal to launching your partner code business called Ultimate and how to earn your first $500 ASAP. One of the most important goals to achieve in your partner code business is something called Ultimate Level, which unlocks some major bonuses in the compensation plan for life. Whenever you sell a partner code product to a new customer, you get paid two ways. Number one, you'll always make a retail sale, the difference of what the customer pays and what your pricing is. In the United States, the full retail price on a set of drops is $176. The wholesale is $123. If you sold one set of drops for full retail, you would earn $53. Number two, you also get paid a second upfront bonus on the same sale on a select percentage of the point value of the product known as new volume bonus. Every product in Partner Code has a point value associated with the product around $1.50 United States per 1 point. This allows you to run a seamless international business with 60 plus countries that we operate in and different currencies. One set of drops is 76 PV. So if you got started with a 200 PV or $400 package, it'll put you at the activated level, which means that for every point sold, you earn 15%. For one set of drops, 15% of 76 PV is $11.40 extra you get paid. If you're at Ultimate though, you'd earn double for life, 30% of the 76 PV or $22.80 extra. So for one set of drops sold at a full retail, you can earn between $65 to $76. You also earn the same new volume bonus percentage whenever you enroll a new brand partner to partner with you and they purchase the products. Imagine they purchase a 1000 PV or $1,500 product package. If you were at the activated level, you'd earn 15% of the 1000 or $150. But get this, if you're at the Ultimate level, you'd earn 30% of the 1000 PV or $300. I don't know about you, but if you're in a hurry to get to your goals, I'd much rather get paid double for life. Achieving Ultimate level also unlocks something called gold status, which enables you to earn a matching bonus, a leadership check match. You'll earn a matching check on top of the earnings of the people you sponsored and whoever they sponsored in your organization. Imagine you sponsored partner A sponsored partner B sponsored partner C. Imagine each of these people earned $100,000 that year in what's called base commissions or their team sales earnings. If you're Ultimate and gold status, you'll earn 15% on top of the commissions partner A earned. You'll earn 10% of a match on partner B's earnings and 5% match on partner C's earnings. That means $15,000 for that year from partner A, $10,000 from partner B, and $5,000 from partner C. This is on top of all the other bonuses you're going to be earning. Do you see why Ultimate's so important? So how do you achieve Ultimate? Partner Code gives you 8 Fridays to accumulate 1,500 PV or $2,500 of products, which could either be personally bought or sold to personal customers. What we want to do is figure out a game plan to getting you there. There are multiple ways to achieving this goal, but the following are some popular options to getting there. Number one, selling your way to Ultimate through links. Let's say for whatever reason, you decided to get started with only the membership and wanted to set a goal to go Ultimate. If you were to sell 20 sets of drops at 76 PV each, that's enough to get 1,500 minimum and Ultimate. For each set of drops, you could earn $53 of retail profits, not even including other bonuses like new volume bonus. Imagine for every 10 sets of drops you sell, you could earn $500. If you were to sell 20 sets, you'd earn $1,000 plus and also lock in Ultimate. Number two, you could also buy an assortment of products to lock you in at Ultimate right away. What's great about this business is you can eat your own investment. Partner Co offers over 80 amazing wellness products and they're all so good, it'll be tough for you to choose a favorite. If you wanted you and your family to experience more of Partner Co's amazing products, choose whatever assortment of products you want and grab them. For a maximum of $2,500 United States, you can give you and your family the best wellness experience and lock yourself in at the highest earning levels with a business that could fund for your dreams for life. Where a lot of people end up is buying a good amount of products for themselves and then selling the rest to customers. Let's say you bought 500 PV of products, you could sell 15 drops and get yourself to ultimate. Number 3, finally, depending on the market you're in, some allow you to buy the drops at a bulk and you're able to resell and reship them yourself. The positive of this is you'll be able to recuperate your investment and earn profit quickly. As an example, in the United States, if you were to grab a 10 pack of drops, each set comes out to around $88 US. If you use one and resell them for $150 each, you'll profit at least $500 and get 500 PV towards your business level. If you wanted to get ultimate right away, you could grab a 30 pack of drops, which drops the price of each set of drops to $75. Use one, sell the rest for $150 each, and you'll profit over $2,000. Following our systems, many of our partners can sell 30 plus drops in their first month. So whether you choose to buy some products for you to personally use and then sell the rest to Ultimate, or if you buy a package of products for you and your family to get to Ultimate right away, or if you buy a bulk retail pack and resell to Ultimate, they're all fantastic. For me personally, I'd recommend to start with what you can do and get to Ultimate as soon as possible. Remember that success loves speed, and this will duplicate into your future organization. While we have 8 weeks, I do it as soon as possible. So I'd encourage you to connect with your leadership team and figure out what the best next steps are for you. Let's get you to Ultimate ASAP and driving towards your first $500. Hey there. All right. There we go. Perfect. Who here picked up a detail you didn't know before? Give me a wave or put a 1 in the comments. Enough said. So if you're not Ultimate, use the opportunity. We have until, remember, the end of April 30th in North America. If you missed your period for whatever reason, your upgrade period, you have an opportunity to go Ultimate now. If you're still within your first 4 Fridays, awesome. Get up to Ultimate right now as well too. If you need details, homework for you, reach out to your coach, mentor, whoever, ask what you need to do, right? And this is how I think about it. It's not that I can't afford it. When I realized the power of this, it's that I couldn't afford not to have it, because I don't want to leave 2 times money on the table. I don't want to miss out on these opportunities, because if we're going to the top together anyway, I am about you. It's like the drops. Who you want to just get there faster, right? As soon as possible. So it's an accelerator. So figure that out. Get creative with it, however that is. I sold a TV I wasn't using. My mentor said, people that watch TV are going broke. It's not making you any money. I'm like, that's right. Okay. So I sold my TV. I got the money. I bought my pack. And guess what? I actually made more money. And then I bought a TV later that was double the price. So it's way better of an investment. Just think, what are different ways you can do it? You can sell it. However, there's so many different ways that you can do this. Okay. Your homework also, if you're already Ultimate, who here is already Ultimate? Put a me in the comments. You're already there. You're locked in. Awesome. Congrats, guys. Your homework, find 3 people, get them Ultimate. They can be new people. They can be people that have been around. Use this opportunity. Take that video. Tell people about this. We got to be loud on it to set themselves up for the future. If you help 3 people go Ultimate that you personally sponsored, could be now or they've been around a year ago. If they go Ultimate, you get a PXP ticket as well. And you also get extra lifestyle credits too. Oh, by the way, if you're in Canada as well, Jesse is here. We're going to talk about a Canadian call after this. If you're in Canada, then you not only get PXP ticket for free, you also get the Calgary Connect event May 29th for free too. You get both, So yeah, you can absolutely get this video. I just dropped it in the chat one more time. This is also on the Champions Network YouTube as well too. I know, 2 for 1. So maybe you have an excuse to go to Canada. All right. So we talked about a lot, but I'm curious, who here either you're not Ultimate, but you're committed to going Ultimate, or you are Ultimate, but you're committed to getting 3 people Ultimate by the end of this month. Put a 100 in the comments if that's you, because if that's all we focus on for the next 2 weeks, you're going to explode your business. We're going to be loud and proud, and we're going to send a buzz and a ripple effect throughout the entire profession in a time that we absolutely need to be loud and proud about what we got so people can see what it is that we have going on here. All right. So take those next steps. Absolutely. One more thing. I'm going to confirm details. But I was talking to John Wadsworth yesterday for like 30 plus minutes. These guys are running around the entire world. And I had an idea this morning. Who here would love it if there was a prospect opportunity to bring them in front of John Wadsworth, or owner himself? Like, would that be kind of cool? Yeah. So I was talking to John, and I think it's going to be, so this Thursday, we have our IPA call every day, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. But I'm working out the details. I'm seeing if we can get more. I'm seeing actually if we can get Katie, Holt Larson, and Darren, and get everyone on a call. So pray for us to do. John for sure is already down at the very least. We'll see if we can get the trio together. But at least John's already amazing, right? John's amazing for the field. John's the type he can relate with leaders in the field. So the commitment is Thursday, our IPA time call, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. We're going to actually make that a webinar that you can bring your prospects to. We'll have a flyer. We'll figure out the details. It'll be a different link than our traditional IPA link because it'll be webinar to protect it just in case. But just want to let you know first, keep your eyes out. All right. You can start talking to people already, and we'll give them the details as soon as possible. Okay. So yeah, I know it's huge. That'll be packed out. It's going to be massive. Okay. So we're not going to have a drop talk Thursday for the team, but we will have that. I hope that's all right with you guys. Who here has some people in mind already? You're like, I love to have them be introduced to John Wadsworth. I'm telling you, when you sit down with him, especially being in network marketing, like he gets me. I trust him. I want to be a part of this type of thing. Okay. So you guys know first, give me a little bit to get the details down, but this Thursday, stay tuned. It should be 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, and we'll have some type of thing. Okay. All right. We talked about a lot. So with that, in 7 minutes on this link, if you like, we're going to do a call on Canada because we have some details on that. But if you are going to Calgary in May 29th, stay on that call. Okay, if you're not going, right, or you have teammates that are going, then it's probably not too relevant for you. But we'll be right on this line and we'll give a quick break. I'm going to close the room. I'm going to start it again. And then at 9 or top of the hour, we're going to start that call. But guys, last note. I'm just so proud of you. I'm so excited to do this together with you. This is the time that truly, like Lindsay Yoakum says this all the time, I believe God's on the move in this company and what we're doing and what's happening. Divine alignments, appointments, opportunities are opening right now. If there's any time to lean in, it is right now in this place. And I'm telling you, a 10x multiplier is coming. It's a really, really cool time. All right. On that, if you want to stay for the Canada call, I'll stop this. I'll go right on right afterwards, and we'll start in a bit. Okay. On that, have an